Oh, that looks good. What's up, dudes? Let me see. This thing wasn't focusing before I came on. Now it's not. Finally got it to work, and now it stopped. Wait, why? All right. Sorry. Gonna put it on manual focus. Give me a second. Oh, it's broke. Can't move. I'm back. All right, good. That's good enough. I don't plan to move around anyways. Should just leave it on manual focus. What's up, Pudgy? What's up, Large? Black Ball. Dylan, 21-month member. Nice. Meeting of the Pine Cones. Volume looking good. Yeah, I think so. Maybe a little louder. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. All right, there we go. Hey, what's up, Michael? How you doing? Yeah, been a good summer. And yeah, we've been hit or miss over the summer. Try to get one in a week. Usually pretty good at getting one stream in a week, but yeah, I've been busy with work, but also yeah, using the nice weather to get out. Same thing with last week. I was out riding on Thursday. I'd planned to be back to stream, but it was like I don't know. We had one of those days in the 60s, and they just become rarer and rarer this time of year. So yeah, I'm all about everyone going out and riding until that change isn't far away for us in this hemisphere. So what's up, Dimitri? Uh, Pudgy. Local photo guy pissy about camera not being perfect. That was beyond not perfect. What's up, Farley? What's up, Sam? Hey, other both Chris's. Yeah, tonight I was actually working again, and I was out at University of Akron. Rode my single speed out. There was a reception at the for the engineering college, which was actually the presentations were fairly interesting, but so not too bad of a gig. Except that everybody else is having drinks and I can't. Well, I guess I wasn't planning on drinking anyways. I'm drinking my coconut water kava mixture right here. So, hey, what's up, Muskrat? Oh, Pudgy, you already got your studded tires ready? Well, I guess mine don't leave the bike anymore that I have them on, so I don't have to really do anything. I try to put that bike away really clean and uh, everything lubed up, but it does. Yeah, so when the weather gets bad, I take it down and give it a once over the day I'm going to ride it. But what's up, Kevin? Dimitri, you guys in there, you guys in your uh, skinny tires in the snow. I mean, like I watch people do it, and like I watched videos. There's just, you know, no way for me. Studded tires all the way. I'm always amazed at people. Fruit flies everywhere in here, by the way, and they talk about another thing that's driving me crazy. Uh, I with my the way my back and sciatica had been, I let the my kitchen's down here, and so like the some empty beer bottles and plastic containers kind of build up, and now I've got to make myself some vinegar fruit fly traps. But yeah, I was gonna say right off the bat too. I very unlikely for a stream on Thursday. I'll be here, but I think I'm gonna run out of time. I only have 2 days before 2 days left to get stuff done before I head to Johnstown for the weekend for higher ground for riding because I'm working all day Friday on a gig that goes 7 to about 3. So my plan is just to roll directly after, or if Funny Brad is going to drive us, depending on what his work schedule is, just to be like ready to come here with all my stuff right by the door. So I'm already like, huh, how am I going to get everything done? And I'm like, that probably shouldn't even be streaming right now. I should probably be working on the shoot I just did. But there you go. I love you guys too much for that. Huh. But you said you're not concerned with snow. Too many sump pumps on your commute not to run them. Does that mean like the basement water is coming out into the street and freezing basically, so you have to run over ice patches on your commute? I guess I obviously need studs because I ride just every kind of surface. And our roads are so iffy what will be plowed and when it'll be plowed, and also sometimes something being kind of plowed and slushy or just salt going down makes it actually worse for riding. So Chris picked up a single speed, a Schwinn Voyager from 85. 18 gear or 18, 5018. Hey, that's pretty tall, huh? Yeah, what is mine running at? Like, my gear's a little tall, but then when I like go, when I really want to go like faster, like I normally would, then I feel like I run out of gear. I guess that's just how single speeds are going to be, right? You're going to never be like perfect. Well, I'm not going to stay on super long tonight, like I've already been saying. Like, I need to get all my work done. I have shoots the next 2 days too, so it's not like I just have time to like do everything I need to do and then hit the road. So I've shoot tomorrow morning. I have to make a video for Genuine Article. My buddy Micah, he's doing a like an online class for artists, so I'm like doing a little video that's going to be part of that. I have to get that done tomorrow, and then I'm teaching a class at the art museum on Thursday, which will be interesting. I don't know how, see how that goes, see how uncomfortable it makes me, or if I do good at it. But yeah, so whatever. Oh yeah, and with my rolling out, so of course, just do everything last minute, right? Me and Yonda were working on my rally, upgrading a number of things, putting on those new Growtech brakes, the new cranks because my cranks have been bent forever. And so I just wanted, before I went to higher ground and climbed 7,000 feet and 70 miles of riding, wanted to get the rally fixed up. And of course, we clean out the levers because I put new bars on it too, which are kind of cool. And I'm going to hold off on telling you about them until I have the bike here to show you. But so we clean out the levers because you can see how gunky and dirty they are. And then the front shifter doesn't really work anymore. It must have been bent from my accident as well. And I almost think we were thinking like the gunk and the dirt in there was actually making it work, and now it won't. So Pudgy is priority mailed me some of those Ultegra levers he said he had. So hopefully they get here on Thursday. If not, Yonda said he got the front lever working well enough that with some finesse I could get it to shift. So we'll see. It'd be much nicer to have lever that I know is working for the trip, but could always throw a bar end on or something too. But anywho, yeah, let's jump through some bike photos because we haven't done it forever. Oh, this is Michael's. What do we got? Oh, speaking of Schwinn's, I can't figure out exactly which one that is, but that. Oh, you got the cargo fork on there. Nice. What are those? Jones bars or crazy bars? Speaking of Schwinn's, I was just watching right before while I was eating dinner before I came on. Park Tools' latest video. They've been working on a Schwinn World Sport for a while, and they had that the final episode of that on tonight of fixing that bike up. Let's make these bigger. Still haven't figured out what happened to my face. Since they updated this and I don't see myself in here anymore. But whatever. It's supposed to be. Huh. Nope. It's obviously hidden beside something to drive me crazy. But whatever. I'll never figure it out. Oh, I'm not. I've never seen the Schwinn High Sierra. That must be. Oh, what are those brakes you have on the back too? Those are wild. Oh, we were talking about these one night. They kind of have the same action as like the Campy Delta brakes. Yeah, that's an all-around pretty wild setup. Nice. Roller cam, super neat, super hard to adjust. Yeah, that's what's funny about like who was it? One of the big cycling sites actually wrote a whole thing about the deltas of by Campy, how they were like actually just not very good. you know, I keep trying to get my face to come back on here because I can't figure out why I won't. But anywho, let's keep going. Oh, this is Pixel Wolf. This got to be a GT, right? Is that what that is? That's a pretty perfect bike for the moment, huh? Oh, look at that wild bridge in the back too. Oh, it's underneath the chat window. Whoops. How did I make that? Hmm. I don't think
Pudgy
I have my
Pedal
phone
Pusher
on.
super chatted $4.99, giving you $5 off the drifters. The lack of your god-awful mug is for the best, literally the ugliest thing I've seen since Rick's post-ride brown eye.
I could see the faders are bouncing, but I don't have my volume quit working on this TV, which is why I grabbed the headphones that one night. So I don't get to hear it. Right when you did that, though, I was trying to figure out how to get it back on. So there it is. Sorry, Pudgy. Too late. I'm back, baby. Oh, this is whiskey six is Surly. Which Surly is that? Oh, the Bridge Club. Nice. Not DSO though, so we definitely have to dock some points, but definitely a cool stencil. What does that say? Bleak Lorette stencil? Huh. Blake Lorette. Hey, what's up, mountain biker boy? Um, I'd have to go. I could go back and check. It should be in the description. If it wasn't in the description, Yeah. Yeah, I'll have to go back and look. Hey, what's up, Nathan Mace? Let's see, Jake's Rocks. I honestly don't remember stuff like this without actually looking at it. Well, it doesn't come up, so. A search for Jake's Rocks in my videos isn't finding it, so I'll have to look it up later. You would have to message me somewhere, or there's no chance I'll remember that. But yeah, so if it's not in the description, you'll have to message me somewhere for me to remember where that is. So yeah, I'm drinking my voodoo juice, so. No, I keep yeah, it's kava. It's powder mixed into coconut water, but it doesn't actually dissolve. So I keep a spoon in there to keep mixing it, so I don't end up with just a bunch of the sediment at the bottom. Oh, oh, there you go. Large Marge just nailed it for you. White lighter. So I was gonna drop a Bandcamp link to them because the album is available. Oh, there you go. White lighter. So there's a link to check them out. It's my buddy Wes. He's the drummer of this band, but he was the singer of my band when I was still playing music. Pretty much mud water. It's a root. It's a ground up root that grows in like Indonesia and Fiji and stuff. Anyways, let's look at more bike pics. Oh, who dropped the Rivendell? Oh, waffles and coffee. Has anyone else ridden the Brooks with the springs? I would love to know what those. Oh, this is in Atlantis. On certain bikes, I could totally see them like making sense. Like even my single speed, it would probably be fun. Like how stiff and how bouncy are they? No, no booze, no booze in my drink. You're not supposed to ever mix kava with alcohol. It's if you mix kava with alcohol, it's supposed to be bad for your liver. I mean, alcohol is bad for your liver on its own, obviously, but yeah, I do like that Riv. See the front view. Zoom in on the front angle. Oh, he has a dynamo in the front too. Looks like are those Paul brakes? Maybe. Can't tell for sure what the cranks and the derailleurs are on that one, but some nice tires. Looks like some Renaers. What is the name of that one? Oh, Flyer. Brooks Flyer saddle. Yeah. Oh, you don't notice the bouncy bouncy at all? It really just adds some suspension to it. Nice. Yeah, Nathan, you said never seen a Rivendell you didn't like. I can't break that habit of saying Rivendell. Like I said, it was a punk band in the 90s, and it's just that is stuck in my head. We got Costman's bike. What is this? Oh, I was looking at this the other day in the feed. This Motobacon, but with like all this tire clearance, and I was trying to figure. Oh, a Super Mirage. I'm surprised that this has this much clearance, but then again, I've been surprised on my bikes. I wonder if this is a seven, um, a conversion to 700C. Because what? How wide are these? Let's see if we could see how wide these are. I mean, they look like they're at least 38, right? But the Super Mirage, I believe, was a decent road bike, right? The bike shop that asked Rick if his rib was internally routed. Yeah. Fruit flies. Took out all the trash, and now the fruit flies are after me. Yeah, I'm zoomed in as far as I can on the label, and I can't make it out. It would be right there, right? Yeah. Yeah, on Gravel Kings, it would just be right there. I just can't tell. And I'm guessing I'm looking on a screen that's higher resolution before it goes up to the stream. But that's a cool build. I really like that. That's obviously up my alley completely. Oh, the shifters are top tube. So I think this is just the frame. I don't think anything else on this would be original. Maybe the brake calipers. That's a cool one. Was there another photo of that? Or maybe they right no. This one's how we got Dylan's. Is this one electronic shifting? Right? Is that what that? You might be right, Nathan. They might have cold set that frame to make it work. Because those are pretty big tires on that. I love how the frame bag fits on this bike. I think he had another shot of it too. Up one. Oh wait, no, this is a different bike of Dylan's. Oh yeah, this is the tumbleweed. What was the other one? Let's see what this says over here. Huh. Pipe Dream? Got some nice bling on this. The clampers, the white industry cranks. I'm guessing those are Paul levers as well. Chris King headset. Cirrus Pipe Dream. Aaron was just talking about getting a dropper for a Cannondale. I guess when she went mountain biking on Monday, they lowered her seat for the downhill part, and she was talking about how much she liked it. But I think just getting one of those lever actuated ones where the lever's under the saddle, like he uses on Pathless Pedaled. Dylan in this comment wrote too that I heard you guys like gravel. Yeah, there's the chunky stuff. That looks like the creek we take in one of our cuts. How pudgy your battery acid burn is almost cleared up. Well, that's good news. Oh yeah, this too. This is Muskrat's bike. The Trek 520. I thought this was one of the more interesting triple cranks that I've seen, with like two really tall gears and then one really small gear. Like, what is that? Is it 52, 48? And then I know you wrote in the Discord. Let me, because I asked. Oh no, you didn't actually say what the size was. Oh, Dylan was saying that was from your ride at Bailey's. So 15 miles of new trails opening this month. Nice. Dylan said third ring is just a bash guard. Oh, a Sun Tour Cyclone in the back. The 520s were the touring models with the longer stays, right? Because look how much gap there is there. I like it that sharp. As I've talked about before, this is always hard to do, to try and have the conversation, because I talk about the bike, then by the time you guys comment, because of the delay in internet, already moved on. But it's not real, no real solution for that. Dork just got you in a cyclone. I do always take them off, but I have friends who have put them on intentionally. So yeah, when I was still messing with vintage bikes more, it was usually one of my first things to take off. But uh, Jacob Ferrante was saying he's doing a grocery run, setting this up for grocery runs. Yeah, it looks like it could hold a legit amount of stuff. Dimitri said the solution is to, but I don't know all the answers. I always need I'm always asking what people have going on, so I guess that doesn't work well for me. Oh, Dylan said carbon dork to someone make it. God, for someone who knew how to work with carbon, that would be a pretty simple thing, right? Are they easy to make universal too? I mean, oh, Josh said it's a shame they discontinued the 520. Yeah. Is the Poseidon aluminum? That looks like an aluminum weld right there. I would guess it is. Yeah. Aluminum bike with a carbon fork, perhaps? I think I do have low latency turned on. I remember looking at that once, but let's see. Ah, it looks like it doesn't let me change it while I'm streaming, but it's on normal latency. I'll have to try low latency for the next one. Thanks, Dimitri. That could help out. So, oh, Muskrat was saying, so weird to say Muskrat. Musgrave, 45.5 chainstay for the 1984 only. Huh. On the Trek. Nathan, you said you like the 650B, but it might not last long in some areas. What do you mean? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I have a couple bikes with 26 and it doesn't bother me that much, but just always going to depend. A couple wilds, Bill and Roach Clip Woodies. These are both really nice. I got to see them at Bandit Cross this weekend. Hopefully, I'll get that video up before I leave. That's the plan. But yeah, out at the Moon Tower. Yeah, both these are just really rad bikes. Zoom in. Oh yeah, this is a better one to actually see them. Yeah, Woody has his setup single. Well, it's blocked there a little bit, but Yeah, I think wild bikes are beautiful bikes. They might be a little aggressive for my riding style, but I still think they're really, really cool. But then again, they both race cyclocross on them, so it makes total sense for that. This is Chris's 2014 Pugsley. Oh yeah, always lock. You got to lock up your bike, even with something. I was just talking to a guy on Saturday or Sunday. I went to shoot uh, some photos. They were this group I work for was repainting some bike lanes actually, and so I went down there and was talking to one of my friends in that group, and he got his bike stolen right out of his apartment's garage. So he said he had put like a he had a real simple lock on it, but he wasn't really worried about it in the garage being locked up. But someone cut it and stole it. So I don't like looking at snow yet. I know it's only a matter of time, but how's another one of Chris's? Oh, this is the Pugsley too. I didn't realize that. Just a better shot. So. Yeah, Dimitri, you'll get it before I think pretty much the rest of us, right? Oh, I see you have that free range. That's something we forgot in the Discord today. People were asking, by Dogecoin, asked where some other shops that were like crust, some smaller cool shops. Original free range is kind of one of those with unique products too. 29 by 2.8. Oh, that's the other. Oh, the other like iteration you have of it. Yeah. Yeah, Dimitri, we had the same kind of winter last year where it was mild most of the winter, early winter, and then we just got a ton of snow that stayed around the rest of the winter. Not till summer, of course, here, but yeah. This was Altonius's, but I can't. That's not the name he uses on YouTube, I don't believe, and I'm. So if you're in here, remind me because I can't keep everyone's different names straight. Oh, and he was saying this is the first time bike packing, and I think he was up around Lake Superior, was it? Yeah. Northern Minnesota off Lake Superior. Looks like a pretty good setup there. Oh yeah, you got like double double the bags in the front. Oh yeah, your Pugsley has that offset rear chainstay. I First time I ever saw that, I was riding behind Ben. He has an old Pugsley, probably about the same era, or had it. Now I think Funny Brad has it, but yeah, I didn't. I never knew it till I was sitting behind one and watching that, and I was like, oh wow. See the other. Nice. That's pretty cool. Oh, Nathan, you asked about that South American frame. No, I. It's something that's been in the back of my mind, and I just haven't had time to think about that nearly enough. So, what's the name? What's the name of that company right now? I can't even pull the name out of my. I have it all bookmarked, but huh. No morning coffee setup. That's something I need to think about for my trip this weekend because Erin always carries her stove because I carry the tent. She owns a stove, but I guess Funny Brad will probably have one. Oh, or maybe I could borrow Dylan's too, right, Dylan? Then again, at the time we're rolling, I probably won't even make coffee in the morning. Oh yeah, I remember looking at this photo too. Dylan's set up with this cargo bike and all the firewood on it. Oh, dang. Oh yeah, the big dummy, like loaded up. Is that hard to ride with that much weight? Me and Errol loaded up our normal bikes with firewood once, and I actually sheared a bolt off my rear rack. Had to put I had a bungee cord that I used the metal piece to stick through there to keep the rack together for the rest of the ride. It was just an overnighter, like 35 miles each way, but yeah. Oh, that's right. They did say there's coffee at the rollout on uh, Saturday morning. Thank God. Yeah. That's the main thing since we'll be camping in town like for Friday and Saturday. I'm really not too when we're not riding, I'm not really too worried about food. I don't know if anything's open on Sunday morning though in Johnstown, but I appreciate that. Nathan said I can't talk to people without coffee. True, I'm a coffee addict, but at the same time, like hitting a brisk morning, hitting some gravel roads and climbs will probably wake me up real quick, no matter what. Oh, so Dylan said with this bike, it is hard to ride. Have to plan ahead to brake and shift around 4 gears easier when stopping to start again. Oh yeah, um, yeah. That's one thing I need to like riding tonight. Need to remind myself that I'm on my single speed with the harder gear that it has. Is when I'm like stopping and I'm used to going across a road and kind of dodging the traffic. That like I can't start up quick enough. I need to allow more space so I don't get myself in hit by a car. I think I told you guys I did. My friend gave me a trailer that they had for like their dog that they never used. So it almost looks more like a trailer that you'd haul kids in, but there's no seats. So I haven't tried to figure out. I just again another thing that I just haven't had the time for. but how stable the bottom is to see like could I use that as a like you know grocery getter and stuff like that, or when I have to go to something where I need to carry a little more stuff. So I'm gonna find that out hopefully when I get a moment. But how Dylan said the big dummy is surprisingly fast and feels like a normal bike. Nice. It's just when you have two bundles of firewood and all kinds of stuff on it that are really yeah. Oh, and here's Dandy, Jay Dandy's new Bridgestone XO4. New to him, like he said. That's the other thing I bought for cargo and haven't had the time to try it out is one of these green guru like Pannier bags like this. Pannier. Oh yeah, I see your comment, Chris. Yeah, Merino. Those were the South American frames we were looking at trying to get a custom one and trying out. Yeah. I'd still really like to do that. That would be a cool project. But being that I haven't already messed with half the stuff I have two bikes right now with broken front levers, and they're the two bikes I would be riding the most. So probably shouldn't get myself in on anything else right now. But it is going to be winter, and that is the time to mess around with bikes, and I think we'll do that a lot more on the streams, like we usually do. So, and some of those Friday afternoon matinee streams and stuff like that. Oh, the cult following of Bridgestone is because it's Grant Peterson. He was designing those bikes for a while, the guy who does Rivendell. So that's that's the big following behind Bridgestone because he was designing bikes a lot differently than most people. So those old Bridgestones have become quite desirable because a lot of them have tire clearance and um, some laid back geometry and stuff like that. That's how I understand it, right, guys? And then Bridgestone, what? So what? I think Bridgestone didn't they fire him? Uh, just I don't think his bikes were selling at the time, right? Yeah. Speaking of not getting to things, which was one of the Chris's sent me Grant Peterson's book, and it's on my nightstand to be read. But another one of those things that I just haven't got to. Oh, anyways, let's get Pudgy's Chinelli up here. I forgot to tell you, Pudgy, I just saw someone with this exact same bike. It might have been at Bandit Cross. Someone rolled up on a single speed there. I think they had it fixed, but oh, you went really wide with the Neo Retro routing, huh? Oh, you have a 105 crank with a wolf tooth ring. That's cool. What else did you swap on this? You swapped something else, right? I know you had another photo of it somewhere where you talked about it. Oh, it's when you got the brakes on. That's right. Here it is. Yeah, it is the brakes. This is when Paul named a brake after something I say all the time. Oh, that wolf tooth was oval. I didn't even realize that. Oh, at this point, you've swapped most of the parts out. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Whiskey? We were looking at one of your bike pics a little earlier, but there's another one up here, I think, too. I have one of these mounts. I haven't. I was thinking of putting it on the Rally because for the computer and then the light underneath or a GoPro, depending. But I usually use my, since I usually have like a Swift Zeitgeist up there. I was worried that it will just be in the way of me opening it. But Kenny actually gave me one, so I think maybe I need to put it on. I don't know. Maybe I put it on my winter bike because I only have a few bikes that have actually a faceplate that it would work with. But oh, we were doing bike picks instead of maps tonight. That's why I don't think Jay Dandy's here. We did show his bike though, so. Oh, this is Baron's Peugeot. Uh, Bags are classy on this. Everything about this is classy, except cotter cranks. Cotter cranks are a real pain in the ass. And then he also had his 1990 Bianchi. Baron makes YouTube videos and he says what the ride is with, but he's named all his bikes. And before I had like I before I had watched him when I first saw that he was making videos and I was looking through his list of videos, what it say he would say ride with, and then it'd be like a woman's name, and I thought it was going to be a ride with someone. Then I finally started watching the videos and I realized he was talking about these bikes and the name he was giving them. So what does this do? No, there was a new option on Stream Elements that doesn't do anything unless you load something in there. So I saw you guys drop some new pics, so gonna give them my place and scroll back down, see what the new ones are, because that's probably people are watching right now. So Sleepy Holler. What is this? I can't zoom in on it. If you're here in the chat, let us know what we're looking at. Is that a little homemade bike stand too? Fruit flies, god damn it. I'll leave it in the background. Oh, Chris was able to get 38s, 700 by 38s on his Schwinn here. If those are Bontrager Racelight wheels, just be careful with those. They break. The spokes break, especially with a load. As Erin found out on Ohio to Erie when she was riding her Surly Pacer with those. I'm sure some cushioning of 38s will help a little bit, but negative rise bars about to trend. Is that what's going on over here? Oh, yeah. Huh. Yeah, Erin's rear one, of course, she had it way weighted down with the touring load, which you shouldn't do, but it actually shredded back here in the hub. The spokes didn't actually break. They broke where they went into the hub. But I have Bontrager race lights on my road bike, my true road bike. Mine are, I think, a little earlier because they're still silver bladed spokes. But a number of bike mechanics have told me to keep an eye on them because they actually, I guess the rims will even crack. There's a bunch of weaknesses in them from what I've heard. So, well, that's what I was saying, Pudgy. Erin does weigh 85 pounds, but probably. But yeah, she did have a fully, you know, two big 1980s panniers full of everything on it with no weight anywhere else. So, yeah, I've heard they crack at the rim. Hers cracked in the hub, but everyone's told me to watch the rims, but mine's my lightweight road bike, and I don't. It's that's the bike I ride. Well, I haven't ridden it all this summer because my back, but that's the bike I would ride if I was really trying to keep things light. So it would just be tools and me on it. But yeah, everyone says still to watch out for them. But Sleepy Holler. Oh, was that your bike we were looking at too? Right. Negative rise bars are the newfangled disc brakes mounted on the front of the fork. Yeah, just something to be aware of is what I'm saying. I keep running mine as well, so. Oh wow, Josh, I don't think I've ever seen your Super X, right? Super X. That's a cool paint job. Was this a standard one for that? I haven't seen that before. Obviously downtown Akron at Lock 4. Matches the painting, the mural pretty well. Wait, that fork was backwards on the bike? Wait. Oh, it is. What ride was? I think it was a Yeti ride. Someone showed up with a backwards fork, backwards suspension fork like that. Backwards forks are against the VGNO law. Yeah. Oh, Josh, you said no. This is a EU only. Okay. So this was a Euro. Huh. So did you get it shipped over? Or did you bring it over? Yeah, I don't think Otis would let the guy ride the bike who had the backwards fork. He was like, "No, this needs to be fixed." I'm trying to think of where. Oh, maybe it was no, it was the Towpath 50. He was doing SAG. He was like the guy like when you showed up for the Towpath 50, a fundraiser ride, and he saw someone riding a bike with a like pull up with a bike with a backwards fork, and I was talking to him at the time. He's like, "Wait a second." He's like, "I got to go talk to this guy." So could have been a Manaway. Those look backwards, but they aren't. Well, this was Otis, so I think he probably knew. I obviously don't know shit about mountain bikes, but oh, Josh, are you talking about uh, the same guy? Uh, I know who races cyclocross. Why can't I think of his name? He's the Ohio champion, the Cannondale rep. He said regional manager. I guessing it's the same dude. Why am I drawing a blank on his name? I was just talking about him with Lanky when we were riding this weekend. Uh, well, the reason I'm drawing a blank on his name is because I draw a blank on everyone's name. So Jay, are you talking about Jay, Josh? Oh, Jay's boss. Gotcha. Oh, that's cool. I really like that. That's sharp. Yep, Jay. Yeah, yeah. Mono Lake Walmart bikes with backwards forks. Yeah, that's not uncommon at all. They just have someone on the floor building those out. Oh, Samuel posted this and he said spotted today. Oh wow, is this is this for getting kids to is this for getting kids to school? Wait, how's it? Where's the steering? Look at this. So it steers from the back. Let's see. Okay, that must be that lever down there is running all underneath here. No. Oh, it's right here. I see. Oh, good call, Pudgy. If you ever need to figure out if a fork is backwards, check out which side the disc brake is on. Yeah, that's totally obvious, but I didn't think about it, so not obvious. Yeah, I've seen a lot of tandems and we've looked at a lot of tandems and cargo bikes on this channel on live streams, but this is a new one to me. It almost looks like that 2x4 that Dylan rode with his dad, right? Casey Neistat actually just made a video about a two kid bike he bought for getting his kids around New York City now that he moved back there. I think he put it out today, actually. Monolake said his kids wouldn't go for this bike, but they are 18 and 21. It is kind of cool that the kids get to be in front. You know, they're not on the back, just not able to see anything. But I wonder how wild that feels to steer it from the back like that. I mean, you'll get used to anything, obviously, but. And what is there power in the front? Like, see all these cables? I mean, there's obviously a cable for that light, but it looks like there's a motor in the front by that disc brake. What's in the rear? No, they both kind of have it. Oh, Chris, you need this for your triplets? Yeah. Pudge, you said you think you're the only human that has no clue who Casey Neistat is. Just he's kind of the YouTuber that invented the daily vlog and made him, and he was super popular. Now, yeah, just he put out a vlog every single day on YouTube for a few years, and then sold a company to CNN for like $20 million that ended up not doing really anything. And then he moved to LA and stopped making YouTube videos for a while, and he's just come back on recently. Mono, like you said, you rode a recumbent with steering like this, and it was fine. Yeah, like I said, you get used to anything. It has to feel wild at first, though. So. And Casey Neistat had a show with his brother Van Neistat on HBO way back in the day, but that's before I never had HBO and I wasn't paying attention. But that's where his original level of fame comes from. So Octo got posted his single speed commuter. That's a super nice, clean looking bike. Yeah, I guess you're right, Pudgy. It's like a cargo bike that hauls people. The other one was. Oh, then Josh's cargo bike. Oh, this is similar to what Neistat bought, where you could like sit three kids back. Like, is can I zoom in on this? No. Oh, you guys knew what that single speed was just from those photos? Mercier Kylo? Oh, Pudgy, you were saying you hate when single speeds don't have routing because zip ties clutter up the look. Yeah, you can buy these cable. What do you call them? Cable holders from Velo Orange because I bought my when I redid my Viscount. It had the cable zip tied and it looked so bad on a vintage bike. So I think it was Velo Orange. Yeah, Velo Orange sells them. Got got three like just like this to make it look a lot better. But they still look messier than just clean routing. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I'm looking over at my wall like always. I don't have my other camera set up right now, but I don't know. Like when I look at my Peugeot with three, it has three brazons with that. I don't mind the look of the silver ones. It just looks more 70s to me if it has the actual clamps instead of the brazons, you know. But then again, the Riviera routes it underneath the top tube with no housing. You know, it just goes into two stops and just has the cable, which is probably the cleanest look without being internal. But one Peugeot has the top tube actually routed internal, which is pretty weird for a 1982. But yeah, I wish I had my GoPro. I need to start hooking that up now, especially now that I have the new 11. Just leave the 10 down here as another webcam, so I could show when I'm talking about vintage bikes, the full wall of them and all the different looks. But oh, Dimitri, you just tape them on? I'm sure that'd make Pudgy sick. Trejo cargo trikes. Yeah, when I was in Europe, the seeing kids get hauled around on the bikes was really normal. All kinds of things. Oh, you guys don't like you guys are complaining about like old 70s bikes with the cables looping? Oh, yeah, almost all mine do that are old friction shifting bikes. I do have some that had they started making the aero levers at some point. I think I have a set of the aero levers, but I'm not concerned enough to switch them out. Yeah, yeah, I don't mind it. It's just the way that bikes used to look. It's the right look for the older bikes. I actually mind more one of the things with like 9-speed Shimano, like when I routed cables before, I thought about it of having bags on the front, then the cables are in your way when they're coming out the side. The ones that swoop up and over are totally out of your way. So, blue painter's tape, don't give a fuck, Dylan says. Yeah, right. Says the guy with the most blinged out components on his bikes. Yeah, I will be glad. I dropped a lot of weight on that bike because my new handlebars are much lighter. And as I've said, the fork that used to be on the Rally was a boat anchor. And then those Growtex are pretty light, Dylan, right? Especially compared to clampers. So I bet the Ultegra levers are even lighter than the 105s. Not that I'm a weight weenie in any stretch of the imagination, but it was noticeable when I just had the chance to seat the or bed the disc brakes in. So yeah, so there you go, Sam. I tried the Growtex as far as bedding them in, riding around the parking lot of the shop. They are awesome. I'll tell you right now, like without even like you know before we even took it off the stand, Yonda was pulling on the levers and he was saying these feel like they're hydraulic. They're I think they're going to be really really good brakes. So they definitely look cool. I don't have a picture down here. I think I had one on Instagram, but the story expired. But I'll have a whole video once I'm done traveling about them. So yeah, I do wonder what the Growtex are like weight wise compared to mainstream hydros. But I think I think as more people find out about them, they're going to become a really popular option. Like Yonda, he was saying how easy they set up, how easy they were to center, how the routing is better because Um, he was saying how a lot of people have the problem of like the internal routing now coming out of the fork, that it's in a better position on the Grautex than it is on most brakes to keep a straighter cable line, housing line, whatever. But yeah. Oh yeah, that's right, Sam. You do have them on your Bombora, and do you really like them? Yeah. I one, my comparison is going to be going from brakes that were beat up and worn out and never that good to begin with, in my opinion. But so they're going to seem amazing to me. But I have ridden, as you guys know, like shop bikes and bikes with hydros, like Otis's Gunner. So it's not like I haven't, even though I haven't owned a bunch of disc brake bikes or a bunch of different brakes, disc brakes for that one bike. I've still tried other stuff, so I'll have an idea when I get a better feel. I'll find out this week because I'll be basically descending mountains on them. So, oh, Sam, so you made the same upgrade I'm making. You went from Spires to Grautex. Are they all branded equal? Is like equal just the American name for them? Because everyone just still calls them the Grautex, but mine are completely branded as equals. Um, Equal. So Cheesy Rider asks, "Is there any stuff they come up with on these bikes that are patentable?" Yeah, a lot of stuff will be patented on bikes. So Shimano is a huge goes after patent infringers all the time. So Tim, will you still love me when I have beep boop shifting from the devil's shifter? I don't know. Everyone says that SRAM electronic shifting is awesome. I mean, I rode Otis's bike, but I didn't the gunner with electronic shifting, but I didn't get the chance to set it up the way I would have wanted it set up. So it was only set up to index one gear at a time, which I find annoying. Being used to being able to shift multiple gears with also having a double chain ring. So yeah, I don't want to. I can't. I couldn't really. I ran out of time to really judge those shifters, but they obviously were on point and they shifted instantly. So I just for the money. I mean, if I had a very specific flat bar bike situation, I guess, or a sweep back bar bike situation where cable routing would suck or something. I don't know. Out of my price range. When when we have a million subscribers and SRAM is sending me stuff for free, then I won't complain about SRAM shifting. Hey, what's up, Diversity Love? Until the battery runs out. Yeah, I guess there's two ways to look at battery powered stuff. Is if you have to ship your bike, you don't have to worry about cables being kinked and stuff as much like that. Or if you're flying with your bike, I guess I should say. But yeah, then batteries become an issue. So I don't know. Then again, anyone who's running electronic shifting probably also has hydraulic brakes, which you have more of a problem with cables kinking. So whatever. Try to be fair, even, but I still stick with Shimano mechanical for now. That's what I like, and it's cheaper. Oh, you like my cap? This is a Spooler cap from Dirty River Bicycle Works that was designed by Micah, genuine article. So could order them online. Dirty River Bicycles dot bike is it? Dot com? I don't know. Google Dirty River Bicycle Works. But you have to call it a cap. This is a cap, not a hat. Yeah, spare like Pudgy said, spare batteries are cheap. You keep, but it also the app shows you what your battery power is too. So I mean, I ride with a bike computer all the time. I always make sure it's charged. Headlights and taillights, especially this time of year, always have to have those charged. So it would just become part of the routine. And plus, what don't they last like a month anyways or something stupid? But I try to pretend like the battery thing would be an issue, but it wouldn't. I'm charging batteries with every single thing I do in my life. I built a whole table upstairs in the studio just for like a battery charging stand for all my stuff. So, yeah, it's probably less of a big deal than, you know. Oh, Pudge, you said Q's blowing out electronic shifters? Nice. What time is it? I'm probably about to wrap up. 10:22. Yeah, if I'm going to try and do a little work tonight. We did get to finally look at a lot of bikes. I know I didn't get through everybody's, but we could do that more. Let's look at what Large Marge was drinking first. Power Up Porter from Birdfish. Oh, nice. Yeah, guys, so like I said, slight chance I would jump on Thursday live, but unlikely because I've got so much more shit to do before we head out of town. But I would try and plan on next Tuesday, chat about the ride I was on a little bit. Maybe try and get some photos together. But yeah, I would really rather get a full YouTube video up this week because I haven't missed a week since the beginning of 2020. So keep that streak alive with the Bandit Cross race from last weekend will take priority, and my regular work will take priority as it obviously has to. But yeah, gonna leave it there for tonight. Yeah, Pudgy, I'll let you know when those STIs are up. I still need to text Yonda and Ben to let them know, but they weren't supposed to be there till Thursday anyway, so Thursday at the earliest. So I need to figure out my plan for tomorrow. My 2 off-road bikes are down because the Raleigh's in the shop waiting for the levers now, and a couple other upgrades, which I'm going to wait to talk about. And then I broke the shifter on my, 2 front shifters. After doing a whole live stream talking about how Shimano's levers, STI levers, are the best thing ever because they're so, they just last forever. And then I have broken 2 on my 2 main bikes that I ride off-road. So, and that one I do have a replacement for 9-speed. It's no time to swap it out before we leave. So, all right, guys. Night Whiskey 6. Nice Pudgy. Good night Diversity. And everybody else who was hanging out. I always appreciate it. And, yeah. Those of you on Instagram, I'll see you over there. Those on the Discord, I'll see you there. And then we'll be back next week to chat.
Okay, bye.
All right.
Okay, this time.
Fitzwater photo.